AVS Media Demo.
So much for this, sir. Now shall you see the other. You do remember all the circumstance?
Remember, my lord.
Sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. Me thou I lay worse than the minutes in the bilboes. Rashly and praised be rashness for it. Let us know. Our indiscretion sometimes serves us well, when our deep plots do pall, and that should learn us there's the divinity that shapes our ends. Rough knew them how we will.
That is most certain.
Up from my cabin, my sea-gowns scarfed about me in the dark. Graft I do find out them, had my desire, fingered their packet, and in mine withdrew to mine own room again, making so bold to unfold their grand commission, where I found Horatio, a royal knavery and exact command, larded with many several sorts of reasons, importing Denmark's health and England's too, with such bags and goblins in my life that on the supervised no leisure batted, no, not to say the grinding of the axe, my head should be struck off.
Is possible.
Here's the commission, read it at more leisure. But wilt thou hear now how do I proceed?
I beseech you.
Being thus bended around with villainies, or I could make a prologue to my brains, they had begun to play, I sat me down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair, I once did hold it, as our statistics do, a business to write fair, and labored much, how to forget that learning, but sir now, in me young service, wilt thou now the effect of what I wrote?
Aye, good my lord.
An earnest conjunction from the king, as England was his faithful tributary, as love between them like the palm might flourish, as peace should still here we in garland wear, and stand a comma tween their enmities, and many such like asses of great charge, that on the view and knowing of these contents, without debating further more or less, there should be bearers but to sudden death, not shriving time allowed.
How was the seal?
Why, even that it was heaven ordinate, had my father's signet in my purse, which was the motto of that Danish seal, folded the writ up in the form of their subscribed grand impression, places safely. The changeling ever never known, now the next day was our sea fight, and wit to this was sequent thou knowest already.
So Glanstern and Rosencrantz go to it.
Why, man, they did make love to this employment. They are not near my conscience, their defeat does by their own institution grow. 'Tis dangerous when the baser nature comes between the past and fell incest points of mighty opposites.
Why, what a king is this?
Does it not think thee stand me now upon? He that killed my king and who'd my mother, popped in between the election and my hopes, thrown out his angle on my proper life, and with such gosenish is not perfect conscience to quit him with his arm, and 'tis not to be damned to let this canker of our nature come in further evil.
It must be shortly known for him from England. What is his issue business there?
It will be short. The interments mine and demands life no more than to say one. But I am very sorry, good Horatio, that celerities I forgot myself, for by the image of my cause I see the portrait of his. I'll court his favors, but sure the bravery of his grief did put me into a towering passion.
Peace who comes here.
Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir. Just now this waterfly,
No, my good lord.
thy state is more gracious, for 'tis the vice know him he hath much land and further. Let a beast be lord of beasts, and his crib shall stand at the king's mess. 'Tis a cough, but as I say, spacious in the procession of dirt.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
I will receive it, sir, with all diligence of spirit, but your bonnet to this right use 'tis for the head.
I thank your lordship, it is very hot.
No, believe me, 'tis very cold. The wind is northly.
It is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed.
But yet methinks it is very sultry and hot for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord, it is very sultry, as swear I cannot tell how, my lord. His majesty bade my signify to you that he had laid a great wager on your head, sir. This is the matter.
I beseech you, remember.
Nay, good my lord, for my ease in good faith, Sir, here is newly come to court. Laertes, believe me, an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent differences, a very soft society, and great showing, indeed to speak feelingly of him. He is the card of calendars of geometry, for he shall find in him the content of what part of a gentleman would see.
Sir, this definement suffers no opposition in you, though I know to divide him eventually with those that are reckoned of memory, and yet but draw neither in respect of his quick sale, but in the variety of extolling I take him to be a soul of great article, and his infusion of such dearth and rareness as to make true diction of him. His symbol is his mirror, and who else would trace him? His umbrage, nothing more.
Your lordship speaks most infallibly of him.
The concentuary, sir. Why do we wrap the gentleman in our new royal breath?
Sir?
Is it not possible to understand in another tongue? You would, sir, really?
What imports the nomination of this gentleman?
Of
His purse
Laertes?
is empty already. All its golden words are spent.
Of him, sir?
I know you are not ignorant.
I would you did, sir. Yet in faith, if you did, it would not much approve me well, sir.
You are not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is.
I do not confess that, lest I should compare with him in excellence, but to know a man well were to know himself.
I mean, sir, for his weapon, but in the imputation laid on him by then, in his mead feast unfellowed.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
That's two of his weapons, but well.
The king, sir, he wagged with him 6 Barbary horses, against the which he has employed, as I take it, 6 French rapiers and poniards, with their irons as griddle hangers, and so 3 of the carriages in faith are very dear to fancy, very responsive to the hilts, most delicate carriages, and a very liberal conceit.
What call you the carriages?
I know you must be edified by the margin ere you had done.
The carriages, sir, are the hangers.
The phrase would be garments to the matter if we could carry a cannon by our sides. I would it might be hangers till then. But on 6 Barbary horses against 6 French swords, there are signs in 3 liberal consecutive carriages. That's the French bet against the Danish. Why is this all imparn, as you call it?
The king, sir, he laid, sir, that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He hates blades on 12 for 9, and it would come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall. If it please his majesty, it is the breathing time of the day with me. Let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king holds his purpose. I will win for him, and I can. If not, I will gain nothing but my shame and the odds hits.
Shall I deliver you in so?
To this effect, sir, after the what flourish your nature will.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours, he does well to commend it himself. There are no tongues else for its turns.
This slopping runs away with the shells on his head.
He did comply, sir, with his jug before he sucked it. Thus has he and many more of the same breed, and I know the drossy age dotes it. Only got the tune of time and out of any habit of encounter. A kind of yeasty collection which carries them through and through the most fanned and windowed opinions, and do blow them to their trial, the bubbles are out.
My lord his majesty commended him to you by young Osric, who brings back to him that you attend him in the hall. He sends to know if your pleasure to hold to play with Laertes, or that you will take longer time.
I am constant to my purpose to follow the king's pleasure. If his fitness speaks, mine is ready now or whensoever, provided I be so able as now.
The king and queen and all are coming down.
I am in happy time.
The queen desires you to play some gentle entertainment to Laertes before you fall to play.
She will instruct me.
You will lose, my lord.
I do not think so. Since he went into France, contextual practice. I shall win at the odds, but thou wouldest not think how it all's here about my heart, but it is no matter.
Nay, good my lord.
It is but foolery, but in such a kind of gain-giving as would perhaps trouble a woman.
If your mind dislike anything, obey it. I will forestall the repair hitherance you say you are not fit.
Not a whit we defy archery. There is a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it will be now, yet it will come. The readiness is all, says no man of odd he leaves now. What is to live behind us? Let it be.
Come, Hamlet, come and take this hand from me.
Give me your pardon, sir, I have done you wrong, but pardon ties you are a gentleman, this present know, and you must needs have heard how I am punished with the sword distraction, what I have done that my your nature, honor, and exception roughly awake. I here proclaim as madness, was in wrong, Laertes? Never, Hamlet, if Hamlet from himself be thine away, and when he's not himself does wrong, Laertes, then Hamlet does it not. Hamlet denies it, who does it then? His madness, if it be so, Hamlet is abstraction, that is wrong. His madness is poor Hamlet's enemy. Sir, in this audience, let me disclaim from your proposed evil, from me so far in your most generous thoughts that I have shot my arrow o'er the house and hurt my brother.
Satisfied in nature, whose motive in this case should stir me most to my revenge, but in my terms of honor I stand aloof and will no reconcilement, till by some elder masters of known honor I have a voice and proceed in a peace, to keep my name on board. But till that time I do receive your offered love like love, and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely, and will this brother's wayward frankly give us the foils.
One for me.
Will be your foil, Laertes, and mine ignorance your skill shall, like the start, be darkest night, stake theory off indeed.
You mock me, sir.
No, by this hand.
Give him the foils, young Osric. Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager?
Very well, my lord, your grace has laid the odds of weaker side.
I do not fear it. I have seen you both, but since he is better, we have therefore odds.
This is too heavy. Let me see another.
This likes me well. These foils have all length.
I, my lord. Set me the stoops of life upon that table. If Hamlet give the first or second hit, or put in answer of the third exchange, let all the battlements the ordnance fire. The king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath, and in the cup and union shall he throw, richer than that which 4 successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn. Give me the cups, and let the kettle to the trumpet speak, the trumpet to the cannoneer without, the cannons to the heavens to earth. Now the king drinks to Hamlet. Come begin. I knew the judges bear a wary eye.
Sir,
Come, my lord, come.
One!
No!
Judgment! Hit! A very palatable hit!
Again.
Stay, give me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
I'll play this about first stay it a while, come to play another hit. What say you?
A touch, I do confess it.
Our son shall win.
And scan the breath, let me wipe thy brows. Here, the queen curses thy fortune.
Aye, good madam.
Gertrude, do not drink.
Pardon me, my lord, I will.
Poison cup, it is too late.
Drink it, madam, by and by.
Come, let me wipe thy face.
I'll hit him now.
I do not think it.
It is almost against my conscience.
Laertes, you do but dally. I pray you pass with your best violence. I am afraid you make a wanton of me.
AVS Media
Say
Demo.
so, come on.
AVS Media Demo.
They are incensed.
Nay, come again.
Wait.
Look at the queen there, ho.
They bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
How does the queen?
To see them bleed.
No, no, the drink, the drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet, the drink, the
Dear Hamlet, Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour's life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand. Unbaited and envenomed, the foul practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. Thy mother's poisoned, I can no more. The king's to blame.
Venom to thy work, all treason, treason.
Oh, yet defend me, friends. I am but hurt.
Thy Sancho is murderous, damn Dane, drink off this poison. It is thy union here. Follow my mother.
It is a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine.
In this arrest, oh, I could tell you, but let it be, Horatio, I am dead. Though Livus report me and my cause aright to the
Never believe it,
unsatisfied.
I am more an antique Roman than a Dane. Here's yet some liquor left.
I saw there, man, give me the cup, let go. By heaven, all thy head, O God, Horatio, what a wounded name. Things standing thus unknown shall I have behind me. If thou stayest ever told it in my heart, absent from thee my felicity a while, and in my heart roll drawn by breath and pain, to tell me my story. What warlike noise is this?
And brought the conquest come from Poland. To thee, ambassador of England, come this
Died
warlike volley.
Horatio, the potent poison quiet across my spirit. I cannot leave to hear the news from England, but I do prophesy thy election lies on Fortinbras. He was my dying voice. So tell him with thy occurrence more and less, which have solicited the rest in silence. Oh, oh, oh.
Now cracks the noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flight of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Where is the sight?
What is it that you would see, if our woo of wonder sees your search?
This query cries on havoc, O proud death, what feast is toward in thine internal cell, that though so many princes have shot, so bloody has struck?
The sight is dismal, and our fares from England come too late. The ears are senses that should give us hearing, to tell him his commandment is fulfilled, that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Where should we have our thanks?
Not from his mouth had it the ability of life to think, never gave commandment for their death. But since so jump upon this bloody question, you from the Polish wars and you from England are here arrived to order that these bodies high on stage be placed to the view. And let me speak to the yet unknowing world how these things come about. So shall you hear of carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgment, casual slaughters, of death put on by the cunning of horses, cause, and in this upshot purpose mistook, falls on the adventurers' heads. All this can I truly deliver.
Let us haste to hear it and call the noblest to the audience. For me, with sorrow, I embrace my fortune. I have some rights of memory in this kingdom, which now to claim my vantage doth invite me.
Of that I shall have also cause to speak, and from his mouth whose voice will draw on more. But let the same be presently performed, and even while men's minds are wild, lest more mischance on plots and errors happen.
Let 4 captains bear Hamlet like a soldier to the stage, for he was likely, had he put on, to have proved most royal and for his passage. The soldier's music and the right of war speak loudly for him. Take up the body, such a sight at this becomes the field, but here shows much Amos go bid the soldiers shoot.